Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Wild River on Vologda region, however the hell you pronounce it in Russian. Um, it's in the village. It's always been in the village. It's always going to be in the village. Um, but we're on Wild River with the Fallen Plain job. It is very unusual for me to do more than 2 episodes on any given region um, before moving on. But I didn't want to leave you guys hanging on in the middle of a job like this. So here we go. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to switch out of this vehicle because, well, there's a couple things I realized. One, my main obstacle is getting under one of these pipeline crossings. There's one there, one there, one there, and one there. Pretty effectively block the entire center of the map, the north side from the south side, to anything too big to get under it. And I'm sure the developers thought of that. Um, you know, will make this job a real pain in the butt for them. The other thing I discovered, uh, well, let me finish that first thought. I can go all the way around the bottom. The dam should not be a problem. North Bridge will be a problem. So we got to fix that. If we went under here, it'd be straight shot in, except we'd have to go tree bashing to get around to the railroad tracks. If we go up here, we could possibly climb this incredibly steep hillside, go up to the top and back down. Even here, we still have a pipeline to get under. And I very much doubt that this crossing is any wider than any of these others, which means it's not going to go under it. But there is more space to go around. Maybe not as steep. But then I had the realization that I could just pull up to that, take at any of these crossings, I could just pull up to the crossing, unpack the aircraft, use the length, the reach on my boom to go up and over and set it down on the far side, drive under and load it again. Bada bing, bada boom. It takes an extra 5 minutes, but driving around this is gonna take time, and maybe we lose the aircraft in the process and have to reload it anyways. But that still leaves North Bridge a problem. So the first thing we're going to do, and I have the tracking on, is fix North Bridge. So let's hop into something you guys haven't seen yet. the IX quad steer. This is an IX version of the Western Star quad steer. Steering's a little tricky on it. It's very snappy. It'll snap you right around in a full circle. In this configuration, it will haul small, medium, or long logs. This piece off the back, which is a header board laid flat, gives you the length to support long logs. And there's many, many different configurations for hauling freight, hauling a crane, different things. But instead of talking, let's do some examining what this thing does on a flatbed to carry medium logs. I'm suspecting, let me turn on my controller, I'm suspecting that it just throws up a log rack along with the logs. I was tempted to use the Voron Forest Extreme because, hell, that's why it exists. See, I've got a Tega SE set up for medium logs, and I've got a Tega 6436, I think it is. That one is a pretty extreme mod. But I want to try this. I want to see what happens when I put logs on this. You can see right here the steering, how much that ass end swings around. Could maybe use a little less steering angle on the ass. Long, medium, long. Well, we need medium. So let's... we'd have to do it off the loading platform. Okay. I'm not wasting time on that. Well, shit. I mean, this is what I wanted to know. What happens when I try to load medium logs? So, whoa. See, that ass end swung so fast, it steered me right into that post. And there's another truck we're going to make use of. And the handbrake doesn't make it stop. Come on. All right. Okay, well, so that thing's better off hauling freight or being a crane truck than crane truck, rescue vehicle, or haul freight, automatically loaded freight rather than logs. It's not a good log truck, apparently, because you would have to load it manually every time. And then what holds them on? What keeps them from rolling over the side other than your effort? until you pack it. So screw that. I don't have time for experimenting while I'm recording. So we'll go back to the Voron Forest Extreme. I know it's not as fast on the ground as that Tega would be, but that Tega, those rear axles are really close up to the truck. I see a lot of weight hanging over the ass end. Not quite so much on the Voron or even the SE. I know this Voron isn't as fast as the highly modified Tega over there, but I can do this and we're on the road. I'm gonna finish the Fallen Plane contract in this episode, whether it has to be an hour and a half or 2 hours or what the fuck ever. Or maybe if it ends up running that long, maybe I'll split it into a couple episodes. It does have a 6-speed transmission. If you can just get it to, once you get it to go up through gears. This, see, I'm not on the right road to check that out. In fact, I can't even fix North Bridge from the side that I'm coming up. So I kind of boogered that. I should have turned right and went around this way. But I can go through here and then just through some woods. I was thinking that taking these logs up there would give me a look at what that crossing looked like. And then because I didn't give myself some points to check out, I screwed it up. I guess I could have come down to it from the north instead of boonie bashing it. So 2 mistakes. Didn't have to boonie bash it, but got me here faster. 1 medium log. And now we need 2 planks. Probably won't be able to leave that there, but maybe when I clear the scene with the Kraz, I can tow that along. This is where I'll bring that big bitch through here. That thing sure looks like a B-24 or a B-25, but with a very overly wide, tail section. I suppose the developers did that on purpose so you couldn't get, it would be too wide for the passes under the pipe. It wasn't that wide in real life, I don't believe. But now we need to take this. It's got a 2-spot trailer on it. That's my new best buddy, man. That 2-spot that it's not a dolly. It's a real trailer. So you don't have the dolly issues with trying to back it up. It just drops on the pintle hitch. Pintle hitch takes all the nose weight instead of that front axle on the dolly trailers. Anyways, the pedorama or sawmill. It's funny they call this a sawmill. I'd call that like a logging plant. Hang on a second. It's my ex-wife. I'm back. I started to say it's funny they call this a sawmill, which personally I would call this a sawmill and this like a logging camp or something. But anyways, we're gonna take this down to the sawmill, turn left, go under, come down to this intersection and go right on in and then out the other side. And then we can't fix the shit from this side. So I guess take a right and do it just like we did, except minus the bashing through the tree line. And we could probably park both these vehicles off to the side over here. Let's get her done. Gotta go to the sawmill first, which is all the way down here. So I still need my marks here because my memory is shit. God, get me away from the drunk Russian. So when it comes to backing up, you can back it just like a normal trailer. Except I jackknifed it too tight. Too tight. Never thought I'd hear those words. Anyways. If I could change two things about the crafts, one would be a dang deep water snorkel. The other would be pausing to downshift. Whenever it needs to downshift, it pretty much comes to a stop and then starts out again. Which can be kind of a bitch if you're, see, I need to use this one. It's kind of a three-way split here. It can be kind of a bitch if you're climbing a steep hill and the truck needs to come to complete stop to downshift, to go down to first. Boy, we're not making good progress on getting that fuselage up there. All the interruptions and will this truck work better than that one, and all the phone call and everything. It just keeps piling up, and now we're 25 minutes in. We haven't fixed the damn bridge yet. Oh, I forgot. You can't get in from this side because I haven't done that job. This is why in the past I've always knocked out every last one of the tasks before I started doing contracts. Which way around? To the right. The left is a big hill. Well, the right's not necessarily smooth either. But there's another driveway. Oh God, now I'm gonna have to try to show you my backing skills. Huh. Shit. It's tough to back. I was bragging on how you can back up this trailer like a normal semi-trailer, but it's not a normal semi-trailer. It's very short coupled, which means it can get too far one direction or the other very easily. Now see, I don't want to go up that side. I want to go up that side, but it doesn't do me any good unless I went up across the dam and then back down and around, which is just a sightseeing tour. Here's the other road, which goes under the bridge that I need to go across. So we'll go out to here and then we'll leave the road over to there. Tree mod to the rescue. This isn't because I don't know my way. It's just a means of making sure my dementia doesn't kick in and make me turn right when I should turn left. That sort of thing. The track, the ruts in the ground are making the trailer track towards that cabin. Now I can pull forward and hit that little rutted driveway. And much happily, this little military two-spot does not very easily lose its cargo. It can kind of take whatever you throw at it. After a point, you get it on its side, it's gonna dump the shit. Anything would. But if it's not too far over, the sideboard will catch it, keep it contained within the trailer, and when you bring it down flat, it's just a matter of packing it again. only time it would really fall out onto the ground is if you went beyond like 90 degrees with it. Come on. There, it had to downshift to first for some reason. It's working its way back up. But it got up to fourth and it had to hit first again. Surprised it didn't come to a complete stop. I guess if I were going up a steep hill, it would. That piece of road there must have been on a little bit of an incline. Not enough to really see it, but enough for the truck to feel it. I've got first gear a little bit higher than it would normally be. Say if you just downloaded the mod. Because I want some more giddy up and go out of the hole. Two wooden planks. One, two, job done. And there's the crabs in the picture. Wonderful. Now, where's that? There's the forest extreme. Let's get both of these out of here. I think my plan is to just pull up to that pipeline crossing and do what I said. Unpack it, put it over the pipeline, and pack it again. And then the dam should be no problem. Wish this thing had a little more giddy up and go. Of course, I can make it have a little more giddy up and go. Never tried to pull off the back of this little trailer. Especially a heavy load like that. It's probably going to whip the trailer back and forth, but what I meant was I don't know where the winch points are. Let me go to the trailer view. There's actually two, one on top of the other. I don't know why, but it works. Too bad the Voron doesn't have a center. I think everything should have a center pull position. Turn on engine and let's go. Because I want this shit off to the side, I'm just gonna do like this. Turn off engine on that. Turn off engine on this. Release the winch. And go back to what I should have started 35 minutes ago. Good Lord. 35 minutes to fix a bridge. I want to get myself out to this intersection. Go across the bottom. I'm just putting points where the road kind of changes direction. This is a concrete bridge over the tracks. Which begs to reason, how do you drive a train across there? But, you know, whatever. Little skinny bridge here. You've got this, you've got this, and then this is where I'll lift it up and over. I could go through the trees and not give one shit about this crossing. But a guy that's not running the tree mod can't do that. So this is for you guys. Getting there without just busting the trees. One of my subscribers wrote me earlier about you know, using the dam to get up there without having to go under the pipeline. But you still got this crossing. I just put all the trucks there, so I'll probably go like this. I'll turn short of the outer loop and then cross my fingers that the tail section is high enough in the air to go over that wall. Otherwise, I'll be driving through there with it hanging from the hook. Oh, it's gonna make me start over because I didn't finish before logging off. You motherfucker of a game. It's gonna make me do the piece of the piece of wing that I already did. See? They're all three back. You son of a bitch. I gotta take a leak and count to 10. You know, I'm surprised this thing was still on the trailer. If it's making me start over and didn't give me credit for the one that I already delivered. Surprised this wasn't back in the lake again. The swamp. The one right in front of me. That. It's easier when it says 28 meters instead of 705. This is a cool view. Except I can't see the road very well. The left branch. Almost looks like you're standing on top of the old bomber. I can't really see what that wide tail is doing. I won't know if it's catching on something until the truck stops. That's just the truck hitting that rock. Oh boy. Yeehaw. Got through that corner. Time to fix the suspension. Well, I guess we're here until I get all three pieces delivered. If I gotta split it into 2 episodes, so be it. I've run into this problem on Meteor. So I've learned on Meteor to never leave a job, a multi-stage job, halfway done and log off. I didn't think that was a problem on Village. I guess I never had that problem on Village. Probably just by luck, I always finished the job before logging off. This would be more difficult without the tree mob, because what you can't see but can kind of hear is that either the trailer or the tail section, one or the other, is knocking trees down behind me. without the tree mod, it would be catching on those trees and bringing you to a dead stop. So, you know, I acknowledge that the tree mod is helping us out. That log laying across the road would be a bitch to get over without the tree mod. But this just trumps on it and keeps going. Nice twisty bridge. But only a minor complication, and we're rolling. What next? That time the engine took a tree down. And here's the crossing. Will the tail fit? Let's get this part through. So far, so good. Now reverse our view. And by golly, it's gonna fit. Look at that frickin' shit. Yes. Out frickin' standing. Thank you, Faceman. I always intended to look at this eastern route. Oh no, it's Wigan. Oh no. Oh, the front left glitched through that rock. See, there's no wheel. There's no wheel left. It's in the rock. Started to say, I always intended to look at this eastern side. I just hadn't gotten around to it when I finished yesterday's recording, and I was too tired and hungry to examine it in depth. Faceman wrote me and said, try the dam. Oh, son of a bitch, I hate that effing glitch. And it won't let go. You know, in the past, I've had to recover to the garage. I think it was on, looks like it might come. Oh yes. One time I had a trailer full of concrete products, and I backed it onto this flat concrete pad so I could then turn it around, you know. And the wheels sank through the concrete pad, and I had to unload that trailer onto a different trailer. It wasn't that long ago. It did it on video. Did it during the episode, just like this. I had the Kenny. I had the rear wheel. It fell through the scenery, and I couldn't get it back out, even with the crane trying to lift it. Now, what is raising the truck up on my left side and making it steer to the right? Look at this. It's like I'm trying to go over a rock that doesn't exist. I'm gonna have to go out and back in to reset the terrain. I'll probably have to accept the job again, but it shouldn't take away the piece that's already loaded. It didn't last time. What a pain in the ass this game can be sometimes. You know, really, if you think about it, more often than not, you're dicking around with some glitch or bug, if you want to call it that. ID name map. That is not what it said the first time I logged in. It said Veterevny or something, some Russian word. So it's not even, that's not even correct. And now it's flashing. But there's nothing blocking me on the left. I probably should have exited to desktop and just reloaded the whole game. But once I start delivering pieces of this aircraft, then I can't do that. Alright, well it seems to be the flashing went away. something to do with that area on the map. We're coming up to an hour. The trailer never really came back in line with the truck across the bridge. Must have had one set of wheels hanging over. But we'll get this delivered, and then I'll just start a new episode without logging off. I forgot about this damn piece. Oh, I'm gonna have to, well, maybe not. If I just climb the hill a little bit, and the tail's still gonna hit. Alright. Whoops. Wrong turn. That's better. Alright, let's come back here. I know that's something a person without the tree mod could not do, but you know, shit happens. I gotta steer to the right, but then it hits the building. I gotta get over to the right before I even approach it. Okay, got that through. I went out and back, so the job's not even on. Have to accept it again. See? It won't stay like this. I have to accept it again. Like I'm starting it over every frickin' time I leave the map. I was hoping that wing would go over the top. Need to steer this way. Let's try putting the all-wheel drive on. And it bounced over. Little... Stop going in reverse. There we go. Maybe a little overstated, but it's here. All right. And now I'm stuck here completing this job. Cargo management. See, I already delivered the big wing piece with the engine on it. I should, at this point, only have the small wing piece left. But I love it when Saber Interactive has me do shit multiple times. Alright. That was an hour 4 with all the other bullshit. Of course, we did 2 jobs, basically. I count the fuselage as a job by itself. And then we built the bridge. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.